to talk to you about the high unemployment rate among African Americans in the United States. Have you ever wondered why the unemployment rate in the African American community is at its all-time high? While unemployment among the general population is around 9.1%, it's 16.2% among the African American community, and a little higher when it comes to the African American men. Being unemployed for the last 2 years, I have experienced the burden of struggling to survive without having a job. Society's opinion towards people of color has played a major part in this unemployment plague. I will discuss some of the employers' discrimination used to not hire African Americans, such as education, former incarceration, and appearances. One of the reasons unemployment is high in the black community is high schools aren't teaching marketable skills and graduating undereducated young Americans. Unless an individual has a skill coming out of high school in this society and this economy, you will not be able to find a job. In monetary terms, lack of money is killing our schools. Beneath the numbers is the resegregation of children based on race, class, and immigration status. As mentioned in the article, The Depth of Public Education, David Jackson of the Boston Globe stated, with the huge decline in American or manual labor jobs being offshored and digitalized, the vast majority of jobs are knowledge-based. Because the underfunded schools and the city schools doesn't have knowledgeable teachers nor materials needed to prepare the young adults appropriately for this new day and age of technology. Value on education is most important. Local communities who demand valuable education are usually ones that consist of educated-minded, educated, successful parents who themselves make money and pay more taxes to their communities. Inner city communities of lower earning and less educated-minded folks who don't demand more of their children and even less, who don't demand more of their teachers and even less of their children in terms of school performances usually have the high unemployment rate among African Americans. Criminal background checks are another reason why unemployment among African Americans is high. Employers, large or small, refuse to hire qualified people, especially African Americans, if they have a criminal record, no matter how old or minor the offense. The ability of African Americans to gain employment after prison is one of the paramount civil justice issues of our time because of background checks, said Stuart Ishmar, one of the 3 Democrats of 2012 on the 5-member commission of the EEOC. Because of the EEOC investigation of the use of black background checks as a form of discrimination against African Americans, Pepsi agreed to pay $3.13 million and provide job offers and training to over 300 African Americans, according to the National Employment Law Project. Employers had discriminated against African Americans because of their physical appearance as well. African Americans who appear to be in low income brackets are disqualified immediately upon applying for corporate, government, or any high class positions regardless of their skills. African Americans' physical appearance plays a factor as well, such as weight, obese, hair, braids, dreads, weave, color, etc., texture of skin, and even their less than perfect smile. Buck teeth, missing teeth, not quite white teeth have been used against them. Some employers have even used the way African Americans speak as a means of disqualifying them, such as talking tied tongue, stuttering, pausing as they speak, etc., because the person was a little nervous. In conclusion, until society until society, especially some employers, decide to address the issue of race discrimination and the effects it has on the African American community. High unemployment will continue to be a problem among blacks, which will lead to higher crime rates because despite what anyone may think, all people believe in surviving by any means necessary. Jesus said, "When you have done it to the least of these, you have done it also unto me." Matthew 25:31. With this statement in mind, hopefully employers will have a more forgiving outlook on African Americans who wants to be a part of the workforce and earn a living for themselves and their families. I thank you. I will now pass out a graph showing these numbers.